Alright, well, this is going to be my first time ever doing this, but Ben had a recipe that he did the ribs with, and then we're using the this here book with our air fryer, and here's our ribs. So we're going to give this a try and see how it works out, because this is tonight's dinner. So, I guess from what Ben says is there is a silver lining thing, like a strip of fat or something, on the back of these ribs. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and take it out of its package anyways. And then I will go ahead and see about pulling this silver lining thing that he talked about. I'm going to pull that off, and then I'm going to go ahead and separate the ribs and put them in the air fryer, I guess, and pressure cook them. So I'll come back and show you the silver lining thing when I get that far. Okay, so I got them out of the package, and I guess this part here is what he's telling me I have to pull off before I can cut them. So I don't know, I've never done ribs before, but we're gonna give it a try and see what happens. Okay, well, I figured it out. It's that white part. Now I just have to, I kind of squeezed my hand in there to get it to where I can grab a hold of it. It's really slimy and gross, so I'm going to work on getting it off, and then we'll continue. Okay, so I got that back off, as far as I know anyways. Now I have to cut them into segments, and I think Ben said like 3 bones each, so I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this is about 2 to 3 inches, I guess. So this is 3 bones. So that's what I'm going to do, is cut the rest of this rack and stick it in the air fryer pot, and then I'll come back and tell you what I'm doing next. Okay, so here's all the chunks of 1 rack of ribs. Now it says put a half a cup. I don't know if you can see the markings. There. 1/2 a cup of beef broth in there. So we don't got any homemade beef broth, so we just got this. We're going to put in there. This lighting is pretty bad because that sun's shining right at me. Alright, that's a little bit better. So we'll pour 1/2 a cup of the beef broth. And put that in there. And now it says to put the pressure cooker lid on it and lock it in the spot. And then I'm going to push the pressure, scroll to pork, and pressure cook for 30 minutes. So here we go. We're going to do this for 30 minutes. And we'll come back and let it depressurize. Then I'm supposed to take them out and put the rack in and cook it 2 to 3 chunks of ribs, just enough to fit on the rack. You don't topple them over top of each other. You put them on here, and you're supposed to air fry them, which is going to be this other lid. And you'll air fry them at 375 Fahrenheit, 190 degrees Celsius. Air fry each batch 5 minutes, flip them another 5 minutes. And this says something about for 25 minutes, so I don't exactly know, but it's trial and error, and so we're going to try it out and figure it out ourselves. And finish, and you do that till all the ribs are cooked. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do and see how it turns out. So I will come back in a little bit and do the video on what it looks like after we've pressure cooked it. And then in the process, when I get ready to do that, then I'll go ahead and I will peel and dice up the potatoes for mashed potatoes. And then when it comes to the air frying each side for 5 minutes, that's when I will start to cook the asparagus. So we'll be back shortly. Let's see how this goes and go from there. There will be a part 2 and a part 3, I guess, and see how things turn out. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell and make sure it says all so you get all the quirky videos. We're back in the kitchen and gonna give this a try and see how it works. I'm not sure, we've never done this meal before, so we're gonna give it a try and see how it turns out and go from there. Got a couple of other things we gotta get done today too, so while I'm at it, I'll finish up the dishes. I got the potatoes here that I'm going to get started on after a bit. And then I'll let you know how dinner turns out. So remember, you are someone. You do matter. I love you. And I will see you on part 2 of making dinner. Until then, ciao now.